Karsten Mueller. As difficult as the times are, don't you be thankful for all the things that happen? Like the Clintons, sexual harassment in Hollywood, and all the other things? I am, because it shows how the left truly is. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Natasha, and you, Bill Whittle. Thank you very much, Karsten. And I know I think you're watching live over there, so it's kind of you. Thank you. I am grateful and thankful for many things. And the thing I'm most thankful for, I mentioned in my Thanksgiving show, and I'm not going to spoil that here. But the thing I'm second most thankful for is the internet. Because, well, on a much smaller scale, simply because it gives me access to information. And Natasha's, I mean, I will be reading an iPad as I'm taking my socks off, sitting on the bed at the end of the day. I just read voraciously. I just finished another one of Victor Davis Hanson's books, and back and forth, and Solzhenitsyn and so on. I finished Solzhenitsyn, all of the Gulag Archipelago, all 9 books or whatever it is in 3 volumes. And Hanson mentioned in passing a book called Ghosts of Canny, which I'm reading now, and is superbly written. It's only 745 pages, which is very disappointing because I'm probably a third of the way through there. I think I started it yesterday. So the internet is great for me because I'm becoming so much smarter than I was. Now, maybe it's not smarter, but, smarter. The decision I made last December was the best decision I made in my life. It took me 57 years. But I'm certainly becoming better educated, and every time I read something new, it makes me want to read more, and everything connects to everything else, and it's just fabulous. It's incredible how all of these things. See, I didn't realize that. I didn't. For instance, this afternoon, I was reading about the Carthaginians. I didn't know anything about the Carthaginians. The Romans were built for war. The Carthaginians were built to trade. And that's why there's a Rome today and no Carthage. But these kind of things are fascinating to me because human nature doesn't change. We face pretty much the same issues. I think Mark Twain said, history doesn't repeat itself, but every now and then it rhymes. And I think that's probably a good way to look at it. So the little thing to be thankful for is just how much information it gives me. That's just a personal pleasure. The main reason I'm thankful for the internet is the only thing I can see out there that is a wild card in the collapse of civilization. If I was reading what I'm reading now without the internet and was just some unknown guy working in an editing bay someplace, and there was no internet, if I knew there what I know now, having visited the library any million number of times that I don't have to anymore, I would be utterly convinced that this is over. It's just a matter of time. But the one thing that's different on this point in the cycle is not that we're more moral, it's not that we're more intelligent, it's not that we're any of these things. It's not that we've got electric razors or, no. The internet, if we can avoid this cycle of destruction, it's not going to be because we have video games or any of that technological nonsense. It's not the technology of the internet that is going to save us, if anything saves us. It's the ability for us to do what we're doing now. It's the ability for regular citizens who are not part of this suicidal death cult that always emerges from the elites. It makes it possible for us to talk to each other, to encourage each other, much the way that Anthony Casillo did earlier tonight for me. It gives us a chance to realize that we're not alone, that we're not the last of a breed of dinosaurs. It gives us a chance to rally, organize, put up a fight, all the rest of it. That has never happened before. Everything else that's going on has happened many, many, many times. Watching the moral decay of this society makes you sound like and by the way, this is more about the power of movies, right? When I talk about things like watching the moral decay of America, to many people out there, it makes me sound like the preacher in Footloose, right? I'm John Lithgow. I'm a humorless passionless, joyless censor and judge whose severity is imposed upon regular people who are just trying to have a good time. I'm the foil. I'm the guy to be defeated at the end of the movie and all the rest of it by the fun-loving, happy people like Kevin Bacon who just want to dance. That's a product of the left, needless to say. It's casting that kind of role as a villain. But I didn't come up with this on my own. I didn't invent this. It's happened many, many times before. And the idea that we're somehow different because of what we're built, because of our innate virtue, is exactly what everybody else felt when what became time for the Etruscans or the Phoenicians or the Babylonians or the Egyptians or the Romans or the Greeks or the Macedonian version of the Greeks or the French or the British or the Spanish or whatever. It doesn't matter. The Mexican, Mexica, Aztecs, all of it doesn't matter. Same thing every time. And the only thing that's different this time is this. And whether that's going to be enough, I don't know. But if I didn't think it was, I wouldn't be doing this. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be able to talk to you people, and with one or two exceptions notable mentioned earlier, the quality of the people, for example, that have just joined this Aurora Republic.space thing. We had a conference call a couple weeks ago. It's just astonishing to me, the quality of the people. Just astonishing. How brilliant they are and how decent they are and how moral they are and how many of them are veterans or, it's amazing. So that's encouraging to me. We'll see.